Hello everyone, welcome to in this class. Today's class is of class 10th supplementary English book, and the chapter's name is The Inventor Who Kept His Promise. Mainly this chapter is about a great scientist. The name of that scientist is Thomas Alva Edison, and this was an American scientist who was born in 1847 and was died in 1931. This chapter is the story of this great scientist, Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was a very curious student, and so he was banished from his school because he always put questions after questions to satisfy his curiosity, and his teacher became angry and she banished him from school. He got education from his mother at home, and in very short age he started doing jobs because he was fond of studying books and doing experiments. And to continue his study of book and experiments, he needed money, a lot of money, and to fulfill his need he started working in railway compartment, in selling newspaper, etc. And in this way he earned and continued his experiments and study of books, etc. So let's come on the lines of this chapter, then you will be able to understand the chapter in detail. When you want to read at night, you simply press a switch and the electric bulb gives you light. Students, whenever we going to do any work in our house, in our home, like we want to study, like we want to look in anything, and in the dark we simply go and press a switch to find light and to do our works. But we have generally no question about this, that from where this light had come. But if we have a question this type, that from where this light has come, then we will know the whole story behind this electric bulb, behind this electric light. He was an American named Thomas Alva Edison, and the name of that particular person who invented this electric bulb was Thomas Alva Edison. And that scientist, that person was born in America in a very poor family. Even in his childhood, Edison loved to do experiment. This man, Thomas Alva Edison, was addicted of doing experiments, and also was fond of asking questions, reading books, and his curiosity never gets satisfied till the getting of proper answer of his questions. There are many stories about his childhood, and here are a few of them. about the childhood of Thomas Alva Edison, there are many stories to tell us, to know us. One of those stories, here are few of them, like his teacher story, like egg story, like small girl story, etc. So look here. One day when young Edison was at school, the teacher was telling the children a story about birds. He got up and asked the teacher, "Madam, why can't man fly like a bird?" One day what happened? Thomas Alva Edison went to his school and the teacher was telling the children a story about the birds. And in the middle of that story, Edison suddenly got an idea and he stand up and he asked his teacher that, "Madam, why can't man fly like a bird? Why can't man fly like a bird? If bird can fly, then man why can't fly?" "Because man has no wings," replied the teacher. When Edison asked his teacher that why can't man fly like a bird, in reply of this question, his teacher replied him that because man has no wings, so man can't fly. The young boy thought for a moment and asked again, "But kites have no wings and still we can fly them in the sky." This was a very logical question, that if man has no wings, then man can't fly, and because birds have wings, so they can fly. Then how without wings kite can fly in the sky? This was the question. This was the logical, reasonable question for his teacher. But on this question, his teacher lose her temper and got irritated from Edison. All the other boys laughed and the teacher lost her patience. When Edison asked this question from his teacher that, "Ma'am, why can't man fly like a bird?" and his teacher replied him, "Because man has no wings." And because from this answer Edison was not satisfied, so he gave another question. So he put another question, give a reason, give a logic that if man can't fly because he has not wings, so why can kite fly? Why kite can fly? Because it also has not wings. अगर मैन नहीं उड़ सकता तो काइट कैसे उड़ सकती है? And on this logic, on this reason, on this question, all the boys of his class started laughing and the teacher lost her patience and teacher get angry. She thought the boy was stupid and naughty and she asked his parents to take him out of school. So teachers thought about Edison that Edison is making her prank, making her comedy. So she called his parents and tell him that take away his take away your child. But his parents knew that his child is not a stupid boy. He is a extra curious boy. So they brought his child. So they brought their child at home. And Edison was just 8 years old when this happened. And on this time of this incident, Edison was only 8 years old. Young Edison found in his mother his best teacher. She was patient enough to answer all his questions, and with her help and guidance, he made good progress. Because Edison was rejected from his school, banished from his school, so he found a best teacher in his mother. Because Edison was extra curious, and her mother was also a patient to satisfy the curiosity of his baby, of his child, of his son. And in this way, Edison got a good teacher in his mother. He used to observe things very closely and do a lot of experiments. Some of his experiments were silly, but he learned a lot from them. He used to observe things. Edison used to do experiments, used to observe things minutely, and after observing, he used to do experiments. And in that experiments, some were silly experiment. They didn't teach him anything, and some of in them were a good experiment who taught him a lot of, means Edison learned from that experiment a lot of things. Okay students, thanks. In next video I will teach you next pages of this chapter. Okay, keep watching, and do like, subscribe, and tell me your opinion about the video and about the next topic. Thank you. Keep watching and keep subscribing my channel. Have a good day.